What we've got here is called a HO 454 crate from GM Performance. 454 cubic inch, 8.75 to 1 compression. The numbers on the factory chart were 438 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, but it does come with a forged crank, forged rods, and forged pistons, so it's actually not a horrible candidate to put some turbos on. This is a pre-made kit from CX Racing, and we're just going to run some low boost on it, keep it pump gas. The only thing done to the inside of this thing is opened up ring gap to new head gaskets, and we're blowing through a Super Sniper. We are using the Sniper to control the timing, so we've locked the distributor, and the two wires coming out of the distributor will actually go into the Sniper harness, and then the white wire from the Sniper goes to the points trigger on our MSD box, which lives up here in the back of the dyno. So now all our timing control is connected with our Sniper, so we have fuel and timing all in one place. Makes it pretty sweet to tune. They call these a T76. I believe it's a 0.96 AR housing. I was afraid they were going to be too small, but I guess we're going to find that out together. You probably won't be able to see jack squat on this, but at least I want to cover kind of what the data log from the Sniper EFI was saying. Rolled into it. My target was 11.8 for AFR the whole time, and we pretty much hung right there, 11.7, 11.8, and my closed loop was pulling about 18 to 20% the entire time. So plenty of fuel in the base map. It's pulling it to keep it even that rich. Timing was about 26.5 commanded the whole time, so pretty safe stuff. Looks like we're only hitting about 24.9 degrees of timing. 11.6, 11.8 air fuel. Closed loop's pulling 20%. 148 kPa. MAT was nice too, like 60 degrees. So, yeah, nothing crazy, just a basic fuel map, timing, pretty conservative, and it just worked. Here's another look at the dyno graph right out of the machine. 702 pound-feet of torque, right around 4,100, and peak power was at like 5,400, about 630 horsepower. I mean, for a out-of-the-box GM crate with 8.75 to 1 compression, we didn't change the cam, didn't change any of the parts. We just took everything out, gapped the rings, put it back together, and slapped the Sniper on top. Another surprising thing was there were some bigger springs that came in these gates. They were like this, but probably another, 2 inches taller. And I put a cylinder leak down tester in here and just tested with PSI and felt when the gate actually opened, with those big springs, it was like 9 or 10 PSI. So I put these in from another wastegate we had around that tested right around 5, 6. But during the actual pull, these springs made about 3, and sure enough, the big springs made about 6. So I thought I was pretty slick testing it like that, but it did not appear to be a super accurate representation of the boost. I'm glad it was lower, but kind of wishing it was a bit closer to my test. Just one last time, I wanted to reiterate, this is a 454 HO crate from GM. Stock cam. We gapped the piston rings, put it back together. This is a Holley Super Sniper. This is a set of CX Racing T76s on their big block Chevy kit. The gates they included. Running pump gas through our fuel cell. About 6 PSI, 26 degrees of timing, 11.8 target fuel, and yeah, 630 horse, 702 pound-feet of torque. This one answered some questions for me, because I had always wanted to take a fairly stock big block and put low boost to it and see what it did. When I was doing research on something like this 2-3 years ago, it was either old footage from some grainy video with no numbers, or 2,000 to 3,000 horsepower crazy, big block builds. So now I know you can take something with 8 3/4 to 1 compression, iron heads, small camshaft, and add about 200 horsepower with 6 pounds of boost, no intercooler, and have fun. So I can't wait to see this thing in the truck. It's going to be awesome. And pretty surprised with the turbos and how everything worked out. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.